One of the biggest struggles that new copywriters have is finding a niche that's not only really profitable, but also in very high demand. And that's why you now have a head start over your competition, because in today's video, we're going to be going over the top 5 niches to get started in as a beginner copywriter. Niche number 1 is the financial niche. Now, this niche has a very high profitability for obvious reasons. Now, it's just a lot easier to get people to spend money when they really believe that they're going to get their money back and a return on investment as well. But the biggest obstacle here is convincing people that you will actually make them that return. And in order to do that, you need to make them feel like they're making an emotionally sound and logically sound decision. And that's where your copy comes in, because these companies heavily rely on copywriting to actually convince and persuade people that what they're talking about will actually work and actually generate them profit over time. Now, for companies in this niche, think about companies like Agora Financial, for example. They've made boatloads of money and their copywriters are very, very well paid as well. Now, coming in at niche number 2 is dating and relationships. Now, guys, I'm not really sure if you've noticed, but the amount of happy relationships has been declining for years. And going into 2023, there's a heightened demand for dating coaches, relationship coaches, and pickup artists. And sure, there might not be a whole lot of 8 and 9 figure companies in the dating and relationship niche, but the good thing about it is that they're actually much smaller operations. So while they might be making less money, there's actually more money to go around because they have to split it between less people. That means you can potentially get a bigger slice of the pie. Now, coming in at niche number 3, we have the food and the diet niche. Now, this is a gigantic niche, and there are tons and tons of copywriters who have proven to be successful when writing for companies in this niche. Now, just like when we talk about financial, these companies heavily rely on copy to actually persuade people that what you're selling is different from all the other products on the market. Coming in at niche number 4, we have fitness. Now, there's a lot that goes under the umbrella of fitness. So we have supplements, workout programs, exercise equipment, and things like that. Now, the reason that copy is so effective in this niche is because it's heavily used to differentiate what you have from everything else on the market. So for example, everything about fitness and gaining muscle and losing weight is all really the same. If you want to gain muscle, you lift heavy weights.
Yeah, buddy. Wait, baby.
If you want to lose fat, you do some cardio and you burn off calories. But a lot of what copywriting does is taking something old and then spinning it and making it something new. Now, one of the most famous ways this was done was with the Bowflex. So their main gimmick was that it used muscle confusion to actually make your muscles grow at a faster rate than if you were to just lift heavy weights. Now, this whole muscle confusion thing was pretty much debunked like as soon as the product came out, but that didn't stop people from buying it, which just goes to show that if people are convinced that it will actually work, then they'll buy it anyway. Before we get into niche number 5, I just want to let you guys know about the Ultimate Resource Pack. Now, there's a whole list in there of 10 plus niches that are highly profitable and in demand that didn't actually get to make it into this video because it would make it too long. So I just put them in there. And there's also a ton of other very helpful resources in there, dozens of different templates, email outreach methods, and just a whole bunch of stuff that actually help you get your very first client in copywriting. So if you guys are interested, just check that out. The link is in the description. Coming in at number 5, we have the info product and education niche. Now, there's a lot that goes into this one as well. We got mentorships, masterminds, courses, and things of that nature. Now, the reason why these have been taking off like crazy lately is because of things like the pandemic and mass inflation going into 2023. Now, a big reason why these are going to be so hot is because it's really hard for people to pay their bills right now, and it's only going to get harder. And in these hard financial times, people are going to want to find ways to make money. And one of the best ways to make money, as we all know, is online. So that's exactly why courses and mentorships and masterminds are going to be very, very profitable going into the new year of 2023. Now, another great thing about selling info products is that they have very, very high margins, especially as opposed to something that sells more physical products. So for example, when you're selling a physical product, there's a lot of costs involved. You have refunds, you have costs of shipping, you have costs of inventory, and things like that. But when it actually comes to info products, you don't have any of that. All you'll really have is, payment processor, maybe pay a couple people to help make it for you. But basically, a company actually keeps about 80 to 90% of the profits. This usually means that you're going to be able to charge higher prices on the copy because they're actually able to keep more of the money and spread it out around their team. And now you know the most profitable and in-demand copywriting niches going into 2023. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.